I'm Leah Smedianis.
And I'm Chloe C.
And today we're talking about the 5 hottest lesbian kisses on TV right now. Yes, that means shows that are actually ongoing, which means we might actually have the potential to see a sequel to these lesbian kisses that we love so much. But let's get started with...
Orange is the New Black.
Yes, Orange is the New Black. A lot to choose from, but we went with Bosman.
Yes, because Piper Chapman and Alex Voss have the sexiest chemistry on screen out of all the women on Litchfield.
The most toxic and the most steamy.
And we decided that season 3, Vossman Kiss, even though it's super toxic and it glorifies a dysfunctional relationship, but it's so hot.
It is. And
then there was that sweet scene that follows it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they kind of make peace. So it's romantic, too. We won't talk about the rest of the season, but, like, that kiss works.
Yeah, so that's number 5 on our list. Moving on
to
number 4. Orphan Black. Again, a lot to choose from. Cosima or Delphine?
Obviously, Delphine, right?
Yeah, of course.
Though, we did decide that that line that Cosima uses on Shay, you know, now that I see you, I just want to make out with you for, like, 7 hours, is super hot. But that's because Cosima is super hot, and she could have that kind of chemistry with, like, a cactus. But the Delphine scenes, which we narrowed down to either the crazy science scene from the first season or the come here scene from the 3rd season, episode 8, when they're distracting Delphine to try to get Rachel out of bed.
Yeah, so what are you going with?
Well, did we decide that it was straight hair Delphine season 3 because of how angsty it was?
Yes, I agree. Great kiss, but a lot to choose from again. Now, moving on to something also very steamy and a little bit scandalous, Transparent. So Tammy and Sarah hook up in Transparent. They actually used to kind of hook up in college, and then they rekindle their relationship years later. They're both married, and they have kids that end up going to the same school, which sort of leads to this steamy affair. You know, you kind of see it coming for a couple episodes. You feel the passion. You're kind of rooting for them to cheat on their spouses, which is awful. But that's why it made it onto the list.
You do, right?
Of course.
Then she showed it to me, so I watched it, and it was super hot. So it had to make the list.
So Tammy and Sarah are number 3. Now, moving on to number 2, this one's a little different. American Horror Story. Angela Bassett and Lady Gaga's characters hook up in the show. Lady Gaga's a countess. She's sort of this vicious woman, and then she hooks up with Angela Bassett from her past. And the cool thing about this is it's actually Angela Bassett's first female kiss ever in life.
Ever. Like, she's lived more than half a century without, like, locking lips with a female, right?
And then she gets Lady Gaga.
And so, like, we were very happy for her, and obviously that made the list. And finally, we have number 1, The 100.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. But I mean, you know, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen season 3, maybe stop watching now. But of course, after the super steamy, amazing scene that we've all been waiting for.
Not just a kiss. It was actually a full-on love scene.
It was.
I had Lexa trembling, a tear rolling down her face.
It was a very intimate
Not that we've
scene.
seen it like 7 times.
And
80.
it was marvelous. And then, you know, they go and kill Lexa, which is quite tragic. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing any more of the Lexa kiss.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that did make number 1, as it was not much anticipated. And the one thing Jason Rothenberg did well was he delivered us that scene, and it was hot.
It was. So those are 5 hottest lesbian kisses on TV right now. Let us know what you think.
Agree, disagree?